Welcome back everyone to War 7 against ZEEN. We've got 6.5 fights today, and this war made me very sad because I had to use an age-old excuse, which we'll come to later. We're going with Jabari, Sandman and Crossbones. Fairly fun war today, a little bit frustrating as well at the same time. In fact, extremely frustrating. But again, we will get to that. We're going for path 8 in section 1, path 9 in section 2, and then we're going for, I can't even remember, Fixit there, and Photon, and we ended up going for Spot Boss as well to help clean up after a previous failed attempt. So starting off, we come for Rintrah. We're going with Sandman here, who I'm still yet to rank to. I might do it after this war. I'm undecided. As I record this though, we have started into War 8 already, so more on that to come. Rintrah has suicides on, which really helped me get him down nice and quick, even though this is still a fairly slow fight. Obviously Sandman isn't the quickest, but he's reliable, he does the job nicely, and for them having suicides on, it means he can reverse any of the willpower healing and speed them on their way to a very beefy grave in this case. ZEEN obviously by this are likely not pushing either, so we'll see how the result goes. The fight's going well. I'm still going to have to play around Rintrah's bullshit, so still playing patiently. I could easily push him to special 2, but I'd rather not. Keep him to special 1, keep things safe, knock him down regularly so that he doesn't risk getting unstoppable, and the fight's going very, very smoothly. Nothing like a bit of recoil to help him on his way, and he's gone. Moving on to the next fight, which is against Kate. Gone with Jabari. There are possibly more ideal counters here, but although jabs works really, really well, because obviously I'm not going to parry her, or I can, but I just won't hit her. But once ensnared is on, I can safely parry and hit her, and she won't evade me and carry on with her rubbish. So again, we're going to keep her to special 1. I started with a power start 1 boost here just because I had a couple in overflow. I'm going to get to almost 2 bars. The bitch bloody evades me already, which was really annoying. So I'll put that to bed so she doesn't do that again. And we can just carry on doing our thing. I was about to say I accidentally switched my arrows. I'm so used to using Kate myself. But yes, obviously, that's not the case. So it's all going well here. We're slowly bleeding her out, which is nice. Keep to special 1. It's very easy to evade. Dex, whatever. Special 2 still applies the debuff or passive or whatever on me, so I'd rather avoid that. Also a bit harder to evade. But yeah, really turned a much nicer counter than I initially thought she would be. So happy with that, nice and clean, and we can move on to section 2 against the pig. You may remember last war, part of his special 1 caught me and took off literally 50% of my health in 1. So whilst things have gone really well against him in my last few pig fights, apart from that, clearly I've underestimated him and need to give him a bit more respect. This one has power focus 2 as well, so I want to just be a little bit more careful. I obviously still need to get my evades up, but my window of opportunity really dropped down for time to do that, because I want to keep him to special 1. Again, I got caught there and that hurt quite a lot. The taunt is healing me up a little bit, but I just need to be really careful here. I have to be sure to keep my special 1s up as well, so that he can't be evading me, because it's not nice. And overall, apart from the initial hiccup, the fight's going really well. Again, decided to just go for the heavy there to apply loads of bleeds. Good opportunity, and I'll take the special 2 on the block, which hurt a bit more. Annoyingly, he evaded me there, and I eat a full combo, and now I'm getting a bit nervous. My bleeds are finished as well. We fire special 1 into block. I'm really starting to panic now. But we got it done with far less health remaining than I really anticipated, which set me up nicely for my Joe Fixit fight. Again, which we'll come to. But before that, we've got Absman on node 36 with Sandman, who, again, I remind you, still isn't rank 2. So not squishy, but less health than I would like. The plan here was to play as I normally do. I would counter Absman's forms on the whole with heavying after special occasionally, but I also decided it would maybe be smart to let him refine occasionally to keep the regen up, which would be more potent against him when I get all the petrifies on, a bit like how it works on node 37. Which I think is a good plan. However, as we will see soon, because of the refined form, I end up taking a lot of block damage as well, which hurts. So now I just need to try and minimize my block damage. Obviously I'm not aiming to parry in this fight anyway, but yeah, with refined form I do need to be a bit more careful. Again, things are going pretty well so far. I decided not to knock him down then and make use of his regen against him. Part of a heavy there while unstoppable, which hurts a lot. I'm not worried. And now he's starting to chip me down a little bit, so I'm starting to get a little bit sweaty. And then I do eat the last part of his special 2 there, again, which hurts. Yeah, it's far from ideal play by myself, which seems to be my habit lately this season. But we're getting it done. We're still safe, and it's okay. A solo is a solo, as they say. And there we go. That's down with Absman. Now, before we get into the Joe Fixit fight, let me paint you guys a picture. My wife was in the kitchen at this time, cooking my son dinner and about to give it to him, and she said, "Why don't you go sit in the living room, just chill for a bit?" So I thought, great, this is my opportunity to do my Joe Fixit fight with now Crossbones instead of Jabari, because I wasn't going to heal up Jabs. So I put on a couple of boosts, decided not to use an invulnerability because I felt good for it and I wasn't going to bother. Crossbones would deal nicely with the hazard shift. We're going to go with an advanced power boost so that I can, I'm not really sure why I decided to actually, I guess to start off with an early special 1, which is going to help give me some furies. And by this point, literally as soon as the fight started, my son came in and jumped on me, which I managed to hold things together, keep relatively composed. The fight's still going well. I've got an intercept up, taunt is active, Dexed a fraction too early and ate the special 2 entirely as a 1, which killed me in 1. And I was pissed because everything had gone well to then. So I simply just had to go back in, use a 40% revive. I've never had to use the my kid or dog came and jumped on me during a fight, so it was really annoying that I had to resort to that. I was looking for a clean war as well, which would have made a change for me this season. But it wasn't to be. The stars were not aligned. And finally, the age-old excuse had to come out. I'm just proud I haven't had to use it before. So anyway, back into the fight. Things are going mostly well. I haven't got as many furies as I'd like. Some are falling off. And so I'm not entirely shutting down everything. And some debuffs are sticking. This time everything's going a lot smoother, a lot more to plan, and I'm just annoyed really, but it's fine, it is what it is, and we quickly got over it. I just dared not eat another special 2. And now we can move on to Photon. I did really want to get this right, so I did heal up Crossbones because we were looking on for a win here, although it wasn't as close as we hoped. So as I said, I healed up, put some boosts on, used invulnerability as well, and we go in for it. As we know, I'm relatively new to doing well at the Photon Crossbones fight. It's still one that doesn't fill me with confidence and I get a bit nervous for, so I just really wanted to get this right. I also needed to be careful not to repeat my combo actions because I didn't want to give her all the pierce buffs. And as we've seen before, Crossbones is really good just for Photon in general, especially with this tactic, because you can punish her special one with a heavy. My intercepts are working really nicely, not that I really need them because the special one is easy to dex. We're obviously going to keep her to special 1 and watch her charges. And so far it's going really pretty much spot on. I accidentally parried her there, so I did decide to just block the special 2 because I didn't want to try and dex that. Putting down some big numbers now, which is nice. A little bit far away there for the heavy, but that's okay. Now we're just going to wait out pure light form before getting her to another bar, which is nice and easy to do. And yeah, on the whole, I'm really pleased with how this fight's going. More than makes up for my bad mood earlier with the Joe Fixit fight, because this is a fight I really wanted to conquer. By this point I thought my war was done, but as I said earlier at the start, we did have someone fail on the boss, which is fine. So I'd originally planned for Jabari to do this, but as we've seen, we're going to go in with Crossbones instead, who did a lot better than I thought actually. With enough Furies up, I can obviously shut down some of Spot's stuff, and we can actually get around some of the untouchable, sorry. So far so good. That relic worked really well there for me. And just at this point, physical resistance kicks in and we really struggle to get him down with my final part of combo. Untouchable kicks in, he intercepts me, somehow the special doesn't kill me, but the ruptures are breaking me down there. I managed to see out Untouchable, going to get my final combo in, which is going to kill him. It fails too with that physical resistance, and he finishes me off. 1%, I was absolutely gutted. So we go in with Jabari, bait out a heavy, 1-hit kill. Really pissed off at that, but we'll take it, and we got the win. As I said, 6.5 fights for me, and some nice loyalty, and we make it back into Masters somehow with 5 wars to go. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Bye.